thought I'd show you some H1Z1 gameplay. So I've been playing this for about just over half an hour apparently. It doesn't really feel like a game that I've played before. I've paid about, I think it's about $20, but that's about £13 it's worked out at in this country. So I was going to go for the premium edition, but I don't really know what the difference is. Um, so this is the main part of the game, from what I can see. It's quite a nice little screen. It doesn't fill your whole screen up. It's sort of a little rectangle that fits on your desktop. Not a bad rectangle. I've seen worse rectangles. There's a picture of a man who seems to defy any kind of human physique laws. What's going on with that? I have no idea. Um, some nice adverts here. You've got a Razer surround sound advert for. I've actually been so bored trying to play this game. I have clicked on that advert, and that is a joke. That product is a joke. It's gonna make it sound like you've got 7.1 when you haven't, which is absolute nonsense. Also, you can buy a T-shirt for a game that doesn't work if you really want to. I don't feel like I've given them quite enough money for nothing yet, so I might pick up one of those T-shirts just to get laughed at in the street. Here you've got a joke button. I think that this is the main part of the game. You click play, and if you're really lucky, something happens. Sometimes it's this. I have actually got further than this, and I've got to a nice load screen, which looks exactly like the background, but it's bigger on your screen, and it does weird things with your aspect ratio. So yeah, H1Z1. I've put a review on Steam. It's not a bad game. I've played worse games than this. I mean, Destiny wasn't too great, but I just don't feel like there's much replayability because you click play. There's a little bit of lag as well between the play and the error message coming up. It did used to come up with a web page error message, but then the web page itself got an error message, so I don't think it does the web page error message anymore. It just comes up with the error here. So obviously it changes as you play. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. It's a bit like a BioWare game where you pick which route you want to go through, and then the game kind of changes around you. So your other options for the game is you can click on the advanced tools, which does absolutely nothing really at this point. You can watch a video about the game that you can't actually play, which is quite useful. You can see a roadmap of features they're going to add to a game that you can't play, which is again is quite useful. You can have a look at some people that did manage to play the game before it was actually released, because they probably went somewhere like the actual studios of Sony Europe or whatever it is and played the game there. Which is nice for them, which is absolutely great. That's not something we get to experience. Obviously, I've mentioned the T-shirt and how completely ridiculous that seems now that the play button doesn't work. And then we've got the Razer surround, which is just, it's almost like taking a turd on my face and kind of rubbing it in a little bit, because I've got 7.1 surround headsets, and I clicked on that because I thought it might be something cool, but actually it's complete gash. Zombie survival guide there, that's nice. It opens a web page that's probably crashing at the moment because they didn't expect people would actually want to play their game. That's great, but it kind of relates to a game you can't play. Live stream schedule, be interesting to see what happens with that, considering you can't play the game. Or you can pop over to the H1Z1 forums, which is just basically people bitching about the fact that H1Z1 doesn't work. So I might click in the know just to get some emails when they let me know if the game's actually working, if I can actually be bothered to even load this up again. Or I might search the knowledge base for a reason why I'm actually still trying to click this play button, because it seems very, very futile. Anyway guys, I hope you liked my review. If I was going to score it out of 10, I think I would give it probably 11, because it has been a really gripping experience. As you can see, I've played this for 35 minutes this evening. And I don't regret any of it. I don't regret paying for this. I think this is money well spent.